My Gavanan Melonin, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galadurthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on again as Gundabad. Now, a little while ago, I said that I was not going to apologise for my erratic schedule of recording, and I would simply record as and when I could, and that would be the norm from here on out. But I am going to apologise for the low level of recordings over these past couple of weeks. I have grand plans for this week, and from then on it should be back to normality. But I have, of course, been devoting free time over to either modding or various other things in real life. And then sometimes you come home and you just want to do sod all. So, apologies. But this is a Gundabad episode, of course. And on Thursday, subject to the vote in the last Ardenaim episode, we will do one final, although it will probably go live on Friday, one final Ardenaim episode whereby we, goodness gracious, what has someone given Hackthak? And how does one get their hands on it? He looks like the Grinch, actually, doesn't he? Anyway, there will be one final Ardenaim episode on Friday, and we will cheat move an army to Fornost and attack it in its glorious rebuilt state.
No sleeping here.
And they've cut off our reinforcements.
Come on, get ready for fighting.
And thereafter, I hope to record on Saturday morning, as we are now, or we will be, at a point whereby we can do things like this.
Kill them all.
We'll siege these out, no point wasting troops. We will be in a position to record footage of the new Angmar faction, and I plan to do that at the weekend. So there will be 4 episodes of different things this week, with Angmar replacing the Ardenaim this week, and Gundabad continuing on. So that's the plan for the schedule. Look at that.
I respect you, my enemy.
Bugger. We've got a lot more troops, but we've got a lot of utter garbage trash troops, but we've got them there at least. We've got some nice reinforcements there, but I can't get them into Mount Gundabad because the access point is from the front only. And I've just realised that our faction leader is in there, so it's all or nothing when they attack us in just a moment, which is a pain. The mod really is coming together. If you are on the Discord, which you can join with any YouTube video of mine, it's in the description. If you go to the DaC previews thread, you will see the new faction icons that Mats has created for us. They're in there now. And you will also see the new bodyguard for Sauron, which is also in there now. The Dark Numenorian / Wraith combined ultra elite unit that will storm the world. So those are done and dusted. The only things at the moment that are mainly missing as I speak, which I'm hoping might be done by Saturday, but if not, I'm not too concerned, are the new campaign strategy map models for Angmar. At the moment, Angmar just use the generic Northman ones, but they're going to get their own. But I'm not concerned if, when I start recording, they still use the generic Northman ones, because that will still be something different to the Angmar that you all know of at the moment.
Get ready for fighting.
Goodness, the army that we've managed to muster to assist in Gundabad and retake Dane's halls from the pretenders is quite sizable. But I'm hoping they'll attack us just on their own. They've got so much siege equipment again that actually I think we might be alright. And Mazog is a real force to be reckoned with, so I'm not overly concerned, but still there should be some concern. And here we are. Very well. We bring the battle to the enemy. Oh, they're actually just trash. I don't know what I'm worrying about. Trash, trash, trash. Trashy, trashy, trash, trash. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. Shield bearers are verging on just breaking free of the trash barrier. And of course, Iwald the Chivalrous does have skin changes, the mighty beasts that they are, with their 25 armor-piercing attack. But otherwise, the party that assails our keep is weak and pathetic. Now, in the saga of whether or not Divide and Conquer V2.3 will include Third Age Total War, I'm afraid the answer is a resounding no. In no uncertain terms, Total War Center unanimously said, no, you cannot do that. Which, of course, therefore means that, yes, we can if we want to, but Total War Center will kick us off of their website. And we've had very long historic ties to Total War Center, but then granted, we barely ever use it now, so I don't know, but we won't. We won't include Third Age Total War. Divide and Conquer is not big enough to claim that it has many of its own unique assets in there, so we will keep it as it is. Now, we've got a lot of archers again, so we'll go with the same thing that we did last time. which is line them up so that the enemy gets inside the walls first before we start throwing arrows at them. And we've got a few more javelins than we had last time. And of course we always get the defenders. So I think we'll be alright. And then we've got Mazog and these guys to flank around and hit the sides. It should be good. So Divide and Conquer version 3, whenever it releases, 3, will need 3rd Age Total War version 3.2 installed afresh on your systems. I highly recommend you do not rename a folder to install it, otherwise you'll have to edit your axe throwers. If you do not edit your axe throwers, they will always crash your game. Unless, of course, you don't rename your folders. But no, if you want to get ready for Divide and Conquer, then install a brand new, fresh 3rd Age Total War, and you'll be ready to go when the time comes. Because we cannot include 3rd Age Total War. We might have a really serious discussion between now and the actual release of it about whether or not we do just include 3rd Age Total War, credit the team as we should, and then just no longer be on Total War Center, or see what happens if the actual moment comes. But of course, as was quite correctly pointed out, no mod has any legal rights over anything they do. The game that hosts the mods does. So by all rights, Creative Assembly could swoop in at any point and say your mod violates XYZ, get rid of it. And so King Kong doesn't actually have any recourse against us in regards to modding, and if he does, it would be the most ridiculously convoluted and hellish legal battle ever. And given that no money is involved, it wouldn't come of anything. So the option still stands that we might add 3rd Age Total War, is all I'm getting at there. Ah, the skin changes have gone for Mazog. No! Mazog, come back! You, javelins. Throw yourselves into them. Oh, I don't want Mazog taking on the skin changes. Specifically. Turn around and run, you damn idiots. Come on, javelins. The skin changes are faster than me. Oh, yes, you took 3 of them down with your javelins. Now, kindly sacrifice yourselves in the name of blood and honor. Mazog is an excellent and dependable unit of infantry, but one that's not particularly good against armor piercing, because they are a heavily armored unit. And the skin changes would have melted the Mazog's bodyguard. So we will get our Mountain Orc hunters over there. I should have done this when I saw them running, but I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. Pay attention. Now, to breach the point before it's raised whenever I do the developer diary, which should hopefully be the 17th of February, is when I record it. When you see it, I don't know. But, of course, Cedric on Total War Center created his own faction icons, and they are available to anyone who wants to use them now, and then his mod will also be compatible with version 3. And I would state that whilst Cedric's icons, it cannot be unsaid, or it must be said they are of excellent quality, we obviously just went a different way. So whether or not you prefer Mats's or Cedric's, that remains to each and everyone, to each individual. But of course, if you prefer Cedric's, just simply install his submod and have his. Don't be a dick about it. Which some people unfortunately do. So, but the point I'm really trying to make there is that both of them will be available. So if you've been on Total War Center and you've seen Cedric's new faction icons for DaC, then you can use them. That's not a problem. They'll be compatible with version 3. But if you prefer the ones that Mats has created, which you'll see whenever I do the developer diary, or if you go onto Discord, then of course Mats's are bog standard in the game. What is going on over there? Right, archers, cease fire. Because the enemy is doing something a bit peculiar. Move the javelins into better positions. I don't want you wasting arrows on... Ah, there you go. Look, you can hit those woodland warriors now. You two, and then you guys are going for the shield bearers over there. They do have shields, unfortunately, but you'll be better placed to hit them. Yes, bring the skin changes down now before they get... They've already made their way through the entire Javelin Battalion. I'm not bothered if we take a few of our own out in the confusion. Skin changes must die. Overwhelm them with numbers. Come on, scouts. Just fire at will, then you've wasted yourselves. Well, how are we doing? Very evenly matched. Yes! Ewald is down. The line's breaking. No one's on defensive mode anymore. We've got breaking. We've got routing. Chase them. Chase them. This is how we win this. What have we got over there? Come and get involved. Cell swords are coming in. Oh, how did you get that so horrifically wrong? Why are you so garbage in this game? The AI does my nut in. Oh, and now we've missed our chance. They're all coming back.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And Mazog is now trapped out there on his own against sellswords, who were very, very good. Alright, archers, you're going to need to get involved. I hate it when your units are so slow you can't take advantage of the enemy's routing. It's so frustrating. Now we need to get up there and support Mazog as soon as possible. I mean, granted, once a unit has broken once, they're more likely to break again, but you've got to actually make them break. And that's the problem. But it looks like just by being near them, we're getting them to go. Alright, as before, I am not going to fight the siege equipment, so, and as this is just chasing the enemy down, I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back.
Defend the camp!
Oh dear. I wanted to see if the siege equipment would actually attack us if I charged them, so I did indeed charge it, and it ended the battle much quicker than expected. They broke as soon as I hit them. But they did get a couple of shots off, so I did lose a few more than was totally necessary. Morvatarth has fallen as the Anduin close in on us. We now are attacked in 3 fronts. The enemy comes for our head. And Erebor comes for Berserkul. That's right, we have an army for the eastern or southeastern and eastern side. Oh, come off it! Are you rising up against an army of that size? You fools. 553. 2 units of really high-ranking merchant cavalry. Where are they getting armies like that from? They haven't fought anyone. Oh, Angmar, I suppose, before we took them out. That's a pathetically ridiculous army, and they're actually attacking us with it. Very well. I shall gladly fight against you. Show them the error of their ways. Every dwarf that dies is a extra tack in the loosely held on lid that covers the coffin of Ered Luin. And look, this is a unique Northern Dunedain town, or village, sorry, where it's just ranger huts and tents. A small ranger encampment nestled against the hill for shelter against the wind. And here is where the enemy will die. All of them. Every last one will pray they never step foot in Eriado. But first of all, we need to make them pay. Right, we have our own Hwags, which we can use to counter the enemy and their cavalry. But primarily, we just want our shieldmen out in front, or spearmen, sorry, to hold the line. We'll see where the cavalry are going to go in just a moment. Get the spearmen in a line. Get the raiders to go behind. Plug any gaps. And we've got a unit of those. Flank over that side. A unit of those. Go over that side. And Gerzog's just come and sit at the back. And everybody run, please. Oh, there's another unit of them. We'll see what the enemy does. Oh, and another unit of them. Everybody's in position. Archers are firing. Whole army moving. Like, oh, wow. Spears have lined up. Perfect. Stupid merchant cav. Alright, shut them down. Get their charge taken out of the equation.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Yes, their cavalry has seen that they are being enclosed. Go on, you might as well assist. Actually assist though, don't just stand next to them. Get the wargs out. Pull the wargs into the battle. Javelins, have you thrown everything you can? Not quite. Where are the pikes? Coming in very slowly. Right, that unit of merchant cav is basically out. That unit of merchant cav is about to break. We've killed 50% of the enemy, and they've taken down a mere 10% of us. Now the pikemen there, they need to die.
The enemy
will
are
kill
badly
them.
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Our archers are taking on... Oh, their own scouts. Right, with you. Have you guys finished? Yes, you have. Ah, brilliant. Just kind of come and stand out of the way. There's our other wargs. Alright, you're ready. Hit those merchant cav. Now, I know you shouldn't charge cavalry into pikemen, but it'll be enough to make them break, I think. Nice. Pikes decimated. Firebeard warriors broken and fighting to the death. Mountain Orc hunters arrive just as the Firebeard warriors finally fully break. It's over. It is over. Block them in so they don't get the charge bonus anymore. Trap them within their own walls. Melkor's pride. Archers. Hold on, what version is this? Ah, yes! Ered Luin's new flag. So simple and just beautiful, isn't it? I love it. I mean, I did make it, but so it's kind of implied that I'd like it. I just love the simple block colour with something in the canton. That's just the way I like it. Right, archers are in position. Those that can, fire at will. Close in around them. These men of Bree have thrown their towel in with the wrong sports bag. I appreciate that's not a saying, but it's going to have to do for now. Our archers are not doing very well, though.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Merchant cav remains. Snow Orc spears moving in to finish them. I thought they were Mountain Orc hunters. I realised I got them the wrong way around.
If we continue like this,
3
we will
remain.
smash the enemy.
The captain died a long while ago with arrow fire, and only 1 left. It's over. 280, we took them all out. Excellent. I think that is an image of a Numenas, City of Kings, on Lake Evandeem. But I could be wrong. But that's my guess. That is my guess. I'm very much looking forward to playing as Angmar. I love playing as human nations. And I can get behind being evil as long as I'm controlling humans. And I'm looking forward to fighting against Bree properly. I'm really looking forward to that. Because in this one, I hope once the dwarves are gone, I hope to turn entirely to the east. I don't want to go to war with the Northern Dunedain or Bree or anyone else in Eriador. We just want to wipe out the dwarves and be on our merry way. And of course, that may not be the case. Northern Dunedain might bring war to us, but the plan is to not have to go to war with them. I need to go to war with them if I want to recruit the men of Ruidour. And of course, Angmar have been defeated, so all I need to do now is declare war on them, and I can get the men of Ruidour. But, oh, Bolg's champions. Yes. Thank you. Kindly. Accepted graciously. Now, you can train a shed load of troops. We haven't got any money for you to do that, but you can. And that's a good point. You hate me if I take your garrison. Oh, no.
We have completed an objective.
I'm only here to fight the Yuggle loot.
Alright, we'll wait here for a turn. Someone suggested in the comments, quite rightly, that I frequently expand very quickly and I leave minuscule, no, pathetic garrisons behind. And to that I say, yes, I absolutely do that. Because the AI, in my opinion, if you can curtail them as early as possible, you will all but negate them as a threat. And so I think it's better to try and essentially rush them and wipe out any chance they've got of making money, of constantly recruiting troops. Take that ability away from them,
Get ready for fighting.
and you will annihilate them. They won't be able to ever get the ball rolling, if you will. So by sweeping the rug out from underneath them early, whilst, yes, I might lose then the odd town because their garrisons, my garrisons fall here, there, and anywhere, the AI at least will not then benefit from those kind of small minor villages, that whereas before they had them for quite a long time, but then I've held them for a while, so my culture is growing there. All those kind of little aspects taking place. You guys are going to have to go back and take Gurin, though, because the minute Berserkul is absolutely going to fall if he attacks us.
Get ready for fighting.
And I only had one unit that could reach him, and that was the Wargs.
No sleeping here.
I'll rip off your head and
I don't think the
spit
Wargs
down
are
your
enough.
neck.
And the other army that's merging there are, well, I think we'll easily defeat Ilgar. They need something extreme to get through our garrison. And we just got a unit of Bolg's champions, so no, they're not getting through anytime soon. So I'm not worried about the capital. Also, the Anduin don't hold anything. If we can get down to Camath Bryn and then even take Goblin Town, they don't hold anything west of the mountains. So the threat of the Anduin can easily be contained here in the north. So I'm not too concerned either. But we'll give it an end turn and see what the dwarves do. And if we do get a garrison in Berserkul, that's the hope. The reinforcing army has moved up to assist in Gundabad, though. Oh, and they've broken the siege and have just wandered around our lands. And it looks like the dwarves are not going to go for Berserkul, so we've saved Berserkul. We are saved! The white hand of the north will stretch far in these lands. Hopefully. I am also still very much, and it has to be said a couple of times, well, maybe definitely once, maybe twice, I have eschewed recording because I just really, really wanted to carry on playing Skyrim. I appreciate that my joy and love for Skyrim would seem to be as that of someone who's never played it before, but no, it's one of the absolute best methods of escapism for me. I read books thoroughly, I read them very thoroughly. None of this half-ass reading. I read books often, and whilst a book is a cracking way of escaping from a thing, from life, escapism, a cracking method of escapism, sorry. Nothing does it like Skyrim for me.
Get ready for fighting.
And that is where my attention is turned.
Be gone.
Right.
No sleeping
The army
here.
here.
Or no sleeping here.
Pull together.
Listen up. No sleeping here. Come on.
We will scare the Anduin away. And the garrison here, the army that we will shortly get in our homeland, we will turn to the Anduin. I would really like a barracks, actually. Let's get some black shield units out. Alright, so places that are recruiting, please do continue. Should do and only train those. Don't worry about the second one. And Khazad-dum, what are you going for? Don't worry about any of that. You can't get it now. We won't be making any money shortly.
Let's get ready for fighting. Objective, come and get me.
Right, but we need to be... I don't want to move the garrison out because Akkar has siege, so he can just instantly attack us and take it back.
No sleeping here.
But that army over there, I think, has more than enough. But if we wait for them to join them and that lot, which will join in one turn, we'll be able to kill done here. But of course, over here, Gordon stands no hope. I don't know why he's not running away. Fool. And then we've got some consolidation. Then what we need to do is split our northern army in twain. One will head east for Dane's Hall to reclaim the steppes, where many of our men, our orcs, have shed blood in the defense of our heartlands. And then the other army will head south and show the Anduin why they should never have stoked the beast. They need to be taught a very long-lasting lesson, and we are the ones to teach it to them. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Right. I don't think you can walk on that stone. No, you can't, so they won't be able to go on there. So run to there. And everyone else just kind of run next to them for the moment. We'll see where we'll take us. See which direction they go. Well, they're looking like they're going to try and come up on the hill. No surprises there. So we don't want anyone going right. Into positions. You are now free to fire at will once you're in position. They're getting dangerously close to us. We're faster than them. And there's a nice little bit of a hill over there. Although we've just come under fire of their axe throwers, haven't we? Go! Run! How are you that slow in consideration to them? You've got faster movement speed. Well, we're going to end up absolutely botching this, aren't we? So I'll tell you what we will do. We will trap the enemy now. Get the archers to run over there. Alright, so hold the enemy in position. Hold on, one of you is an attacking unit, isn't it? There we are,
If
yeah,
we
you guys.
continue like this,
And then, oh, they're running anyway. This is so much overkill for nothing.
only half the enemy force remains.
I don't know what part of the enemy force is still fighting, but something obviously is. Don't let them get away. Oh, there's only 89%. Oh, that was the easiest battle that I feel like I didn't even actually fight that I've ever fought. I didn't really do anything. I just kind of moved my army around. Then the actual attack command, and then suddenly we'd won. So I chalk that down as a cracking little win. You know, there's a Skyrim mod. I don't know if I've mentioned that I play Skyrim, but there's a Skyrim mod that adds Adrian von Ziegler's music. And Jess, my other half, has been playing Skyrim this week. She opted for the Celtic music overhaul, which just adds Adrian von Ziegler's music. And I thought that was rather curious, because it only has his songs, and it doesn't include too many of them. So it's just like 1 or 2 songs on repeat the entire time you're playing. Very frustrating. Well done, men. Well done. Have we got another general over here? We don't, do we? I should accept one of those benefactor requests, as someone else also pointed out, that perhaps maybe now has come a time where I should accept these requests. I'm wondering if perhaps something has gone wrong in the recruitment, because these units are way too readily available. Right, you guys are going to be the Eastern Army.
No sleeping here.
And I'd really like to get Mazog out. and for him to go east, and then a captain will rise from those that remain on this side, one hopes. And of course we've got Dory as well to fight. Oh, we could auto-resolve that. Surely, yes, yeah, perfect.
We've destroyed the enemy!
Captain Lagrat couldn't be completed because the Pope has seen him die. But because there wasn't any room in the army for him to take position, so he just couldn't. And it ends it. Right, I think taking Fueros is more important than Bari Donionach, as that's a weaker southern settlement, so we press west again.
We have completed an objective.
Now, the garrison there is pathetic. Angsul is going to be a bit of a staging ground for the Western Army. Shadoon, though, if you could chuck those in... I know we're not making too much money, but once the army sets up, once we move out and take back some of our lands, we should have enough. We should start getting some money. But I think I'm going to end it there, for I must go and have dinner. So, as I say, the next episode you will see is a probably slightly longer Arad Anayim episode, whereby we do attack Fornost and we end it with a grand battle. So it might not even be that long. I don't know what will happen. But it's just going to be a little farewell to the Arad Anayim campaign. A look around the map and etc, etc. Then I hope to start recording Angmar this weekend. And then the following weekend will be the final developer diary before 3. And then Angmar will of course continue alongside Gundabad. And then once version 3 is released 3, then I will return to the lore overviews. And I will do the new faction changes and overviewy things. And I've said that in 2 videos now, and that's too much, so I'm not going to apologise for it though, damn it, I'll say what I like. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Do feel free to comment whenever you wish, and I'll comment on those that I would like to, and I'll speak about those that I might like to in episodes, and others I will ignore entirely. But please do comment to your heart's desire, and until we speak again, dear friends, Navair Naden Perimad Melunin, and farewell.